You see the images on TV, it's pretty alarming and very overwhelming, but when you're there in person, it's indescribable, actually. You know, we had seen the TV images of the damage and what the waves, what the tsunami had done. You go there in person and you see that ship that you had seen sort of fighting against the freeway, one like it is right next to you, and it's like this high, and there's no water anywhere to be seen. In fact, I found out that the closest body of water was 3 miles away from where the ship was, in the middle of the street. That's how powerful and devastating the damage was. But, you know, even though that was pretty powerful and very touching, what touched us the most was the resilience of the people and how they're working to recover and rebuild with the help that they're getting from all over the world, including the people from Clarendon. What we saw were people resolutely living in temporary shelters, people still trying to find jobs. It's going to take a long time and probably a couple of generations for them to recover completely. One of the saddest things was when we were in the Fukushima prefecture. Now, as you know, Fukushima was where that nuclear reactor is. And although people have been evacuated within the 12-mile radius outside of the nuclear reactor, some people were also, some people outside of that perimeter are also regarded as untouchable, I'm sorry to say. There's quite a bit of fear in Japan about radiation, even for people who are not living close to the nuclear reactor. And so we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing people, the ages of your children who are being shunned at school when they're being relocated to a school that is considered to be in a more safe area, because I think there's just a lot of fear of radiation contamination. And so we see that, we want to do things to help, and I think some of your donations are very much helping. One of the things that you funded in Ishinomaki was a baseball field, and I think San Francisco, the U.S. is a great baseball country, and that we've been a real bridge between the two countries. You know, this huge baseball field in Ishinomaki was not damaged by the tsunami at all, but what it was damaged by were the self-defense forces of the Japanese military who came to help out with the recovery and rescue efforts. And so after they left, the field was unlike any you've ever seen. Pretty hidden, didn't look like a baseball field, weeds growing all over. So Ambassador Roos over in Japan and the U.S.-Japan Council in this country have banded together to create Project Tomodachi, sort of the civilian offshoot of Operation Tomodachi. And so JCCCNC has donated $250,000 as part of a $1 million project to restore that baseball field and to buy equipment for people throughout the Tohoku region, for kids and for adults, so that baseball can again be a national pastime in Japan. So I'm here to thank you for everything that you've done. I don't know if you know this, but one of the parents here, Mr. Hitoshi Okamura, was very helpful in helping us to raise more money. He and his company, Evernote, raised an additional $120,000 that they donated to Enter. So it wasn't just the kids and your families. To our telethon, and were the stars in our telethon, but also the amount that was leveraged because of it. So thank you very much for all the assistance and support, and we'll continue to keep you posted. Have a happy holiday. Thank you.